What's going on, Rovers? It's Mr. Shalat back with another video. Today's day 2 of dimensioning. Hopefully last night went okay for you. What we're going to do now is I'm going to explain day 2, what you're doing as far as homework rather than just throw the pictures up. I think it's easier if I just drop an explanation. So let me share out my screen and we'll discuss what the homework is going to be. All right, so what you're seeing, I haven't hit post yet, but on your end, you're going to see this post with 5 images. All of them are labeled dimensioning 1 through 5. All right. And what I'm asking you to do, it says, please watch the attached video for an explanation of what to do for your homework, the video that you're watching now. And it says, this is due tomorrow by midnight. Please insert your drawings in your engineering notebook for submission. Do not send the 5 photos. So when you go to turn this in tonight or tomorrow, whenever you get it done, don't send me 5 pictures from your iPad. I'd like you to take those 5 pictures, throw them into the engineering notebook you've been working on since school started. All right. And then insert them with your signatures, everything like that. I'm just sharing out the other document here. Give me one sec. Where's preview? There we go. Okay, so you're going to take the 5 pictures of your drawings, and then you're going to share those out with me in your notebook. Don't send me 5 individual pictures. I want you to put them in your notebook, sign them into the page, make sure your signature's at the bottom of the page, and then go ahead and just send me the Google Slide presentation of your engineering notebook. I'll look at them that way. Please don't send me 5 pictures. It ends up taking up way too long for each of the drawings to load. If they're all on your slideshow, they load up right away. So that's why we're going to try and avoid sending 5 individual pictures rather than put them all on the slideshow. All right, so what are you doing for homework? Let's talk about the five pictures that you have. I'll go through each one, quick explanation so you understand what you're drawing. Wait for the bell to finish. Okay, great. First one, it says, in your notebook, create a fully dimensioned multi-view drawing for the following puzzle cube pieces. Assume that the puzzle cube piece is made up of 3/4 inch cubes. So you are going to do a 3-view drawing of this piece, okay? 3 views, front, right, and top. And then you have to dimension it. So looking at this drawing, you have to assume that these cubes, okay, that it is 3 cubes long by 2 cubes tall, 2 cubes deep. And each cube is 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, okay? All the dimensions are 3/4 of an inch. So it would be 3/4 times 3 would be the length of the shape, all right? 3/4 times 3, because we're saying 3 of these blocks long, okay, 2 blocks high. You're going to do a 3-view drawing and then make sure you follow all the dimensioning guidelines that we spent so much time talking about. All right. For item number 2, here's another picture. Okay. Actually, I'm jumping around. I'm not doing them in order. I'm just, however they're loaded up here on my screen is the order. That was number 4. This is number 5. All right. It says in your notebook, create a fully dimensioned multi-view drawing for the part shown below. Note that you've already sketched this shape. This is a shape you've already drawn. If I remember correctly, when we did it back on 2.4, you had to draw this as an ISO too. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. But now you're going to do this as a multi-view drawing. They want you to do it in centimeters. Since our grid paper is not in centimeters, it's 1/4 inch squares, I would like you to count each block on your grid paper. Okay, so in this case, it says it's 3.5 blocks wide. We're going to double that and say it's 7. Don't count these as centimeters. We're going to use blocks. So when you're creating this, it would be 7 blocks wide by 10 blocks tall because you're going to double all of the numbers. All right. And then I want you to dimension it. Follow all the dimensioning guidelines that we learned about already. All right. And do a front, right, and a top view of this fully dimensioned. Okay. Fully dimensioned. Next picture. What they want you to do on this drawing is to dimension it. There's not a whole lot going on this drawing. It's a pretty basic shape. So what they want you to do is count how many boxes are across. Each box is equivalent to 0.125 inches. So you'll multiply 0.125 times the number of boxes wide times the number of boxes high. All right. And over here, you would get the depth of the shape. Once you have finished dimensioning it, okay, there's only two views. You're not doing a top view on this one. Once you have dimensioned it, I want you to draw an ISO freehand, okay? So up top, after you've drawn this on your notebook paper, I want you to do the drawing as an ISO, okay? So pretend that you have the lines here, your 30-degree lines that go back, and you're going to sketch out what you think this shape looks like, all right? So for each of these drawings that you're doing them all on our grid paper, okay? Grid paper that you have a big stack of, hopefully still. If you don't, you can always grab more when you see me. If you're a remote student, I can send more home to you, okay? I can leave it in the main office. Just let me know, say, hey, I need more paper, and I'll make sure it happens, all right? Next one. Size of the box on this one, we're going with 4 millimeters. Okay, so each box is going to be 4 millimeters. So it'd be 4 times however many blocks across would be the width of our front view. You have to fully dimension this shape. Okay, once you're done, I want you to draw an ISO of what you feel that shape looks like. Okay. So you're going to fully dimension the drawing, get all your dimensions on the 3 views. And then in the top right-hand corner, right here in this space, I want you to draw what you think this shape looks like as an ISO. Okay. Now I wouldn't do that on my good copy. I'd get some scrap paper and just do some quick sketching, figure out what it looks like. And then once you know what it's like, the final solution will be, you're going to sketch that right here. Nothing to scale. I don't want you to use ISO paper. It's all freehand. Okay, so you're going to take these 3 views and create what you feel is the ISO of this particular shape. Okay, and then the last one, take a look at this one. Okay, they're saying each of the blocks here are the equivalent of 1 centimeter. So when you do it on your grid paper and you resketch this out so you can dimension everything, okay, each block is equal to 1 centimeter. You're going to get all of your dimensions on here. Follow those guidelines. This drawing does have hidden lines. You know you're not allowed to dimension to a hidden line. So if you see a hidden line, somewhere else on the drawing is a good spot to be able to dimension this drawing. Don't dimension to the hidden lines that they have. This one you don't have to do a sketch of because it's already finished for you. On those last 2 drawings, okay, like this one, that's what I want you to do. I want you to draw an ISO in the corner. Do not do it on grid paper. I just want you to freehand it, draw it into space, okay? I would do it on some scrap piece of paper first before you do it on your final good copy, which you're going to submit, all right? But this is just a freehand sketch in the top right-hand corner for both this one and this one. These 2 get the freehand sketch. So you've got a total of 5 drawings to do, okay? You've got all class period today, all night, and tomorrow, okay? Due tomorrow by midnight. If you have questions, shoot me an email, and I hope everybody has a great day. Talk to you soon, Rovers.